So Katrena is an international keynote speaker, she's an award-winning author, she's a business mentor, she's offering life-transforming skills, training and self-development, professional seminars, personal coaching, focusing on uncovering each individual's unique gifts and what they have come to create, the power of creation which we all have. Katrena supports her clients to discover their source of light, power, abundance and understanding. Katrena's life purpose is to cultivate solutions that develop creativity, personal power, self-leadership and advanced knowledge and skills to take her clients' lives to the next levels for greater life purpose, alignment and increased personal power. Please make welcome Katrena Friel.
Thank you so much for having me, Anthony. I have had the best couple of days. Thank you for hanging in there. And yes, this is the worst spot because you've got TED aches, haven't you? Do you know what a TED ache is? You've had so much information put into you that you get a TED talk headache. No one's been to a TED talk. Okay, well, I've had a ball. Thank you for having me, and let's get into the last session before the panel. Just turn to the person next to you and just take their face in your hands and look deeply into their eyes. If it's feeling awkward, it's you. And I love how, there's passion going on up the back there. And I want you to say, the alien goddess in me sees the alien goddess in you. And turn them round, slap the on the arse and say, we're about to have a great time. Woo! Everyone ready? Yeah. Hands up who doesn't need any money. Everyone cool? Anyone doesn't need any money? You're off the grid? Not working? Yeah. Independently wealthy. Absolutely. Independently wealthy. Millions in the bank, all cool. You got your mortgage paid for the rest of your life? No. Oh, you just don't need any money. So are we going to work to pay for your pension? Is that what's going on? Okay. Oh no, you've worked all your life to get your pension. No, you don't even need that. Okay, cool. Right. Very rare that you don't need any money. You get the idea? Yeah. But money, no money in this dimension means no option. Does everyone agree with that? No money, no option. Have you ever been sick and poor? Yes. Isn't that lovely? Have you ever had children and had no money? Yes. Isn't that fun? Yes. What? I thought it was fun. No money, no option. That's one of my main philosophies is no money, no option. Money is simply an energy. Is everyone cool with that? Yes. Money is simply energy. We're the ones with all our shitty programming from our mum and our dad and our grandparents that went through the Depression. They're the ones that taught us that money is the root of all evil. Poor money is going, I'm cool. I make dreams come true. I'm going to help Nate. I'm going to give him $100,000. And Nate, what are you going to do with that? You said you need 100,000. Yeah, for energy. For energy, for his energy project. Do you see? It's what we laden onto money. It's not the root of all evil. Evil people have money, but so do good people. Makes sense? It's what you do with it. It's what you're walking around with it on your back. So how are you walking around with money on your back? What's your... oh, that's lovely. I love it when slides don't work. So what's your beliefs around money? So I think has everyone done some work around their beliefs around money? Yes. Yeah, great. So there's probably half the room has gone to some sort of workshop or retreat to sort out this shit. Is that true? Yeah, good. So those of you who haven't, now might be a great time, because money is not the root of all evil. Money's not evil. Money is just gives you options. No money, no options. So that's all it is. It's a energy just like anything else. Now, my job is to get you in touch with your heart's desire. So your heart's desire is what you want to do. And if you are unhappy in your particular life and you're not happy with your job, who's unhappy in their job? Who hates being in if you feel like it's a mousetrap one? You know, that everyone wants to get out of that. Have you guys all left the system? Yes. Yeah, everyone in their own business already? Yes. Good, good. So that's great. That's unusual. It's unusual, no. So you've all been given a handout, and I'm going to go through the 10 secrets to spiritual abundance. So each time we come across one, you can write it down so that you've got some sort of memory of the things that we discussed. And then at the end, at the back page, you can just rip it off, fill it in, and you'll get a free coaching. And we can just go through for 1 hour together, unpacking what it is that your heart's desire is, and you'll be able to see how I work to get through what it is you want to do next, creatively, to offer the world, to help heal the world in your particular way and understand your particular genius. Does anyone know what their genius is yet? Has everyone, half the room's probably worked it out? Got your genius? Yeah. Because everyone's got a genius. Yeah, okay, so there's a couple of exercises we can do to work that out. But most spiritual people, and when Anthony and I were talking about whether I should come and speak at the conference, we were talking about how we're so sick of, over the last 20 or 30 years, how we've seen all the spiritual people. And spiritual people say what? What have you heard your friends say?
Money's evil.
Money's evil. I hate money. I don't do it for the money. Who said that? I don't do it for the money. It doesn't resonate with me. Yeah. Has everyone heard spiritual people talk like that? So we're out. I've been out for the last 20, 30 years to try and change that view and get spiritual people really abundant so they can do more. No money. I've worked with people with no money, and I go, okay, so we're going up. We're going to do a conference. We're going up to Queensland. Oh, I haven't got the money for the airfare. Well, you can't come then and help your people. Some people don't even have enough money to go on the road and pay for the petrol. Do you see? You're going to need money. Doesn't mean you want millions and millions and millions. Some people do, but I'm not about that. My second point that I want to make is I ask you, how much is enough? That's what I want you to have. I'm not saying or advocating, oh my God, we all need $1 million and then we'll be fine. My sister and I one day got really pissed over champagne, and we worked out actually $1 million wouldn't do it, and we reckoned 20 million would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. You know, you have to ask how much is enough. And remember the speaker today that talked about the meaning of life was peace? How much money do you need that will help your peace? When I had no money, and when I had 17 credit cards when I was 21, sorry, I've never said that publicly in my life. How embarrassing. But anyway, I started off with very bad money habits. So where was I? Anywho, so now I'm at the point now where I understand that I'm after peace, and I now judge whether I have enough that gives me that peace. And I know what it's like to pay Peter to pay Paul. I know what it's like to have no money in the bank. I know what it's like to have to borrow from your parents and then pay them back, and then for them to use that energy on you. Has anyone done that? Isn't that fun? When your mum goes, "You're not buying that, are you? You know you owe me money." Yeah, I used to hate that, and I got out of that debt as quick as I could, because I thought, oh my God, they have rights over your life? Ew, that's gross. So I wanted to get out of that. But you get the idea, how much is enough for you? And for us spiritual people, it's not a lot, to be honest. It's really not. I tend to work with my clients, we sort of say first year 150, we then say second year we build a business to 250, and then we might build a business in the third year to 350, something like that. So the business is growing and we're laying a foundation so that we build that legacy. You know, for some people, I say 150 and they go, what? 150? I earned $58,000 prior to tax. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, their belief about money and what they're worth and their self-value is all wrapped up in what somebody else will pay you. And that's why there's this massive shift away from JOBs into your own business, because suddenly you guys are waking up, you're lifting your self-worth vibration, your self-value vibration, and you're going, oh my God, I won't work for this anymore. I won't wait around for you to say I'm worth 4% more after 8 years of working without a pay rise. Cheers, hate your guts. I remember how I felt when I worked for the man. It was like gross. I was a high-performing type person. You'd want me on your team. I was good to have around. Everyone really loved working with me, but I used to hate that my destiny and what I earned was in their hands. And they would have loved. All my bosses used to say to me in those performance appraisal times, I'd love to give you more, but I've got no authority. I'd go, well, why am I talking to you then? Who do I need to talk to? And then you'd go to the C and they, I'd love to give you more. You're amazing. But we can't. We're too busy screwing you all from behind. How are you enjoying that? So 20 years ago I left and I've never looked back. So now I'm obviously of the religion leave. So I now get everybody together and we all leave, but I'm also known for being practical and pragmatic. So I say to my clients, hey, how about this? Why don't we run a dual strategy? I'll make you happy in the now with your shitty job, and we're going to build something on the side so that you can leave in the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever, however long it takes to build this thing we're going to build, your little starship. And then you can leave your JOB because we've built something on the side and you now know that how it works and how to make money and what you're worth and blah, blah, blah. Yeah? So I'm very practical and pragmatic. If a coach ever says, if you're unhappy, Dulce, you should just leave, I think that's quite destructive, and a lot of coaches and business mentors and even spiritual people will say, if you're not happy, leave. I'm not about that. I'm about saying, stay, I'll show you how to be happy now. And the reason you're not happy now is because you've got no goals. If we can get some goals and dreams and connect with your heart's desire and get you on that path, guess what? You're happy now. And you're still going to work going, hi guys, morning. What is wrong with her? She's changed. We don't like her anymore. How about we start bitching about that one? She's so gross. Who's being bitched about at work? Yeah, because you're the starry-eyed people. They hate you. Absolutely hate you. So anyway, this is what we're dealing with, your self-worth and your sense of self-value, and I want to check in with that. And if that's something you want to discuss with me in your session, go for your life. That's kind of like a really fun thing to deal with. And what we're looking at is living an enriched life. Most people, as you know, are just surviving barely. And then we say, oh, wouldn't it be lovely to thrive? You know, that would be great. How much is enough to have a really enriching life? So if there's about 2 or 3, how many people on your database, Anthony? 10,000 probably, 5,000, something like that. There's 9,000 people that probably couldn't come to this and get this enrichment. You did. You made it a priority. This was part of your enrichment for the year. Can you see? Some people drum, some people collect crystals, they read. When I was poor, I said to the universe, all I want is enough money so that I can buy whatever book I want. That's all I wanted. And now I can buy whatever book I like. I think I spent $100 the other day just on books out there. It's about enriching your life and just having a life full of abundance. So let's move on to see how you can put yourself in the vicinity, is how I say it. Put yourself in the vicinity so the universe can help you. Help the universe help you. What this principle is about is saying, some people go, oh, I'd really love a new boyfriend. And I go, well, have you been out of your room for the last couple of weeks? They go, no, I'm just putting it out to the universe. Just want a new boyfriend. Can you see they're not in the vicinity and they're not helping the universe help you? The minute you go on an app, the universe can suddenly help you. And the universe works on the principle of path of least resistance. So careful what boyfriend you want, because the universe always delivers everything with a twist. Have you noticed the boyfriends you've asked for have all come with a twist? And so's those bitches. Haven't they? So that's why we ask, when you set your goals and you ask the universe for what you want, we ask you to be pretty specific, but not too specific, but reasonably specific. One lady of mine said, oh, I put it out to the universe. I said, I want to fall in love. And she ended up falling in love with a woman accidentally, and she wasn't gay. And the universe went, what? What? I love that. The universe is hilarious. Have you noticed? Hilarious. So help the universe help you. That's what the whole idea of this spiritual abundance. Let's get started with the 10 secrets. First one is perspective. From our stupid, idiotic perspective, we think things are good or bad. The universe goes, it's neutral. It doesn't see things in good or bad. It sees things as, is this helping you in some way? What are you learning? How's it going? This is, you signed up for this. This is your contract. This is your destiny, whatever. It's thinking from that perspective, not, this is bad. I've got this shitty job. The universe goes, have you learnt how to stick up for yourself? You can't leave this job until you're sticking up for yourself. Oh, but I hate my boss. I'm always being bullied. That's right. You're going to continue to be bullied until you learn the lesson. The universe isn't going, I'm being cruel to Katrena today. Yes, it's hilarious. I've got this awful bullying boss onto her. Come over here. Let's watch this today. No, they're not. They're just going, do you get it or not? It's not good or bad. We're the ones that put the perspective of good or bad. So if we come from a place of what does the soul think? What's this for the soul? We've got to have this better perspective. And you know what? I'm going to stop right there because I think you guys already know this. Other crowds I talk to have no clue. So I talk a little bit more. But you guys already get that we have to have this bigger, longer term perspective and understand that the universe is neutral. It doesn't understand good or bad. We think, because our little human minds go, oh, that hurts, a little bit of pain there. Ow, stop. Stop hurting me. They have a very long-term view. That's the second principle. And trust. So here's the thing about affirmations. I think they're hilarious. Hi universe, just letting you know I'd really like a new boyfriend. I hope I don't get a new boyfriend. I've been married for 30 years and I keep saying it. I don't know what's on my mind at the moment. Maybe I want a new husband. I'm not sure. Haven't processed that yet. Anywho, so trust. So what we do is we go, universe, I want a new boyfriend. Oh my God, I've got this great affirmation. Boyfriends come to me easily and effortlessly. And then you stick that up on the window and you keep saying it and saying it and saying it. The universe is going, shut. Honestly, I heard you the first time. And again, I'm not going to labour this point because you guys are across this one. When you think something, it's out there in the field, and the universe goes to sort that out. The thing with the whole movement around manifestation and The Secret, spiritual people were horrified by that stupid film. We love that it woke up the masses, like that was cool, that was a good bit about it. But to not understand about trust and about vibration and not understand about just action. You know, taking action, putting yourself in the vicinity, help the universe, help you. You can't just go, I want a boyfriend and just never go anywhere. It's impossible. Can you see? So it's about trusting and having that beautiful heart-centeredness around trust and knowing that you've done the work. You know when you've done the work and you know when you haven't. So trusting the universe, got the message, it knows your heart's desire. In fact, you don't even really need to say it. It can feel it. The feelings you have, that's why we want to connect with your heart's desire. Your heart chakra will send the message for you. And you need to trust. That's your evolution, is we need to trust. But there's a lot of people out there, especially spiritual people, that keep ordering the same order and not trusting, because it presupposes psychologically that you don't trust it's coming if you keep asking the waiter. You know, when you go into a restaurant and you go, I'll have a dozen oysters, a Coca-Cola and a hamburger. And then do you keep asking the waiter, can you just check on my order? Do you mind, could you just check on my order? In fact, some of them might go up to the chef and go, excuse me, just where am I in the order of things here? Did you get my order? Yes, we got the order. We wouldn't do that in a restaurant, so why would we do it to the universe? The universe has received your order, they've taken it to the chef, they're making your fucking food, shut the fuck up. The other thing I find, and we find, is that I'm sorry, I swore I wasn't going to swear, I just can't help it. There's been a few swear words going on this weekend and I'm like, oh good. I'll win the award for swearing, there's no doubt there. Anyway, decision making. The next secret is around our decision making process. What I find is most people don't know what they do want. They know what they don't want, but they very rarely know what they do want. And their decision making process is very flawed. So if you could really look at how do you make decisions? Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it intuitive? If you're intuitive, you will make decisions straight away, like boom, that's done. But have you seen other people labour their decision-making process? Do you know the ones I hate the most? That go around asking everybody, what do you think? What do you think? Oh my God, I'm just wondering, what do you think? And then they come back to me going, I've asked absolutely everyone and I'm more confused than ever. And I go, that's why I told you not to do that, you stupid idiot, I'm sacking you. Now we talk about meditation all the time. The reason we go into meditation is because it will uncover hidden information that you consciously are not aware of. So you don't always have to meditate. Sometimes I just am able to go up into you just go up there in an instant and draw it down from your higher self. And you just know, right? You're just drawing it down. All answers are up there in the Akashic records. You can draw it down in an instant. You don't always have to go into a big meditation to find out. But for the big things, you probably should make the effort. But all the hidden information is there for you to access. I just don't think people are slow enough and considered enough. And they're too busy being flat out busy. They love being busy. Have you noticed there is a race on to be the busiest person on the planet at the moment? Who's winning? Anyone here? I decided to get out of that race. What a crock. How are you? I am so busy. Oh, well done. Wow. Fantastic. I don't have time either. See ya. Uncovering hidden information to determine your key issues. Because most people don't know what they don't know, and they don't know what they don't know, they don't know what they want, so they're just fluffing around, and they come to a coach like me and go, Katrena, I'm just nowhere near where I thought I would end up. This is not my dream job, this is not my dream life, this is not my dream partnership, this is not my dream anything. And I go, wow, where did you think you'd end up? I don't know, but this is not it. Can you see? Wouldn't you like to know what your key issues are And there's so many tools, there's so many ways of finding out. So let's just put that down. Because when you listen to yourself, it creates inquisitive contemplation. This is amazing, like really think this through, and that will uncover those secret key informations. And is everyone with me on these 2 points so far? Because again, you guys are advanced people. I don't usually talk to people that know what you know. All right. Now, with the universe, you've got to be flexible. To have abundance, you've got to be flexible. So imagine you going for a pitch to raise $1 million and getting mad that you only raised $950,000. Can you see? The universe wouldn't like, well, you know you're not being grateful. Makes sense? 995,000 was close enough to $1 million. But in all aspects of your life, you've got to be flexible. To trust, I always just trust at this point that the universe knows what it's doing, so I don't worry about being, deciding whether I'm flexible or not, or not. But are you flexible enough? Some people I find are too rigid. Have you noticed they're too rigid? They want it a certain way, and the universe goes, you have no idea of the bigger picture at play here, because they don't. So they're being all funny about what they've manifested. And they're not flexible enough. Also, be responsive. The other one is responsive. You've got to be reliable. You've got to be in the right place at the right time, because I find the universe is quite subtle. Have you noticed that? Sometimes I might be in the line at the supermarket and it's too subtle and you're not responsive enough to that person standing next to you. And suddenly that person becomes your business partner, and next minute, you're on a big journey together. See, that would be, you'd have to be aware of that. And, this is getting annoying, isn't it? And have initiative. So having a bit of get up and go around what it is you do want. Putting yourself in the vicinity again will help. You've got to have, this time I pressed it. You've got to have your expectations. Well, you've got to trust, so you've got to have expectations that it will happen, but not in the way that you envisage. I find that our brains are too small to properly envisage. So just leave it, keep it open to the universe and manage those expectations, and careful that you're not demanding. Really demanding. Have you noticed those people in your life that are really demanding? It's a terrible energy. Just have trust. Be flexible. These are the sorts of energies that will get a much, much better result. Be solutions focused. A lot of you guys are going to be the ones that will come up with the solutions, so that's great. I find in the muddles world, you've got people that are problem focused. Is everyone working at work with people that are that won't work. We've done that before. That never works when we do that. Problems, problems, problems. What you say to those people is, that's fine, shut up, or come up with a solution. Do you know what I mean? Like, you guys be the solutions focused. Don't worry about the problem. We all know what the problems are. It's what are the solutions? That's going to take some creative thinking. And I find that people on the one dimension, the first dimension, are just... Well, you guys call it third dimension. I call them one-dimensional beings. I call them cardboard cutouts, no substance. I just can't stand being with them. I see them at a party and I spend 3 seconds unpacking them and I'm off. They're boring. If you can keep me interested all night in a party because you're fascinating, great. That's what I love, those sort of people with some substance. But anyway, be solutions focused. Now, as you can see, partnerships are the key. The universe loves us collaborating together, working together, building the energy up with our projects. So really look at delivering to you in partnerships and relationships and alliances. And my beliefs are these three things are very different. A lot of you guys would just say, are you collaborating or not? I don't care how you see it, but we are all interconnected, clearly. This can't happen with just Anthony alone. It needs all of us All the helpers, all the technical people, all the venue people, everyone, all of us working together to arrive here for 2 days. It's amazing, isn't it? That's where we're at with these partnerships, relationships and alliances, and this will be one of the secrets to your success. And then you've got to be really good at converting opportunities into positive results. How many spiritual people, well, have a guess, how many spiritual people have spoken to me over the last 30 years going, oh my God, I had a dream, and what we're going to build is a beautiful alternative hospital. And I'm like, oh, fantastic. So anyway, a couple of years passed, I had 3 or 4 of my friends talking about this alternative hospital. I bought into the dream. I'm like, this sounds fascinating. Oh, this is brilliant. Started meeting more people. Oh yes, I had a dream. I want to build a Lotus-style alternative therapy hospital. Wow. Anyway, met some friends, bought 256 hectares, rang all my friends who had the same dream and said, I've got the land for you. Ready? Not one. Not one responded. Happy to talk about it. Don't want to take any action. Too scary. They haven't, while they were waiting for that land to appear, they weren't working on their fear response, their abundant issues, their abundancy issues. You know what I mean? Like, there's the land, now let's start, let's join together in a partnership, let's get the legal documents all sorted, now let's build this bloody hospital. Was never my dream. All I was required to do from the universe was put you all together. I've done my bit. And you guys have not done anything. So I'm like, oh my God, okay. Sorry, universe, I'm embarrassed by my friends. The universe forgave me, so don't worry. In fact, they knew that was going to happen. So, anywho. So, we're at the end of the 10 secrets. I hope you got something out of those 10 secrets. You're probably all lost. You don't know where to write it even. But we want you to take we want to take your rightful place, your rightful position in the universe. And that's going to mean creating some sort of legacy. Are you planting your seeds? Have you started to plant your seeds? How's that going for you? If I've been brought into your life, usually it's because you need a kick up the arse. If I don't get brought into your life, you can go to a gentle coach. Someone that will be so sweet to you and say, that's a great suggestion, why don't you try that? That sounds lovely, let's talk about it for the next 6 sessions and see how we go. You won't get that from me. I am all about action. So if that frightens you and you're not right there yet, please don't fill in the form, because I'm not going to have a fluffy conversation with you. I'm going to have a hardcore next step, what's going to build spiritual abundance for you, and what seed are you going to plant here that's going to blossom in your lifetime, or ripple around the world and you won't even know where the ripples went. How magical is that? It's very cool. So that's what I'm about. So I've warned you. Don't say you weren't warned. I can see there's about 10 people in the audience going, I am not filling in that form. She scares me. I get that a lot. Thank you for having me.